Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 23, Week 2, Round 2. This round I think I'm up against a really good opponent. I think we're in for quite a match today. Let's take a look at who we are fighting. And his name is Acrux Lightning Dream. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, the hotbot overview shows that I have almost all of the green on my side, but let's take a closer look because it's a lot closer than this overview would suggest. Alright, looking at stats, you can see my opponent is a good player. 881,000 lifetime wins. That is extremely good. He's got 2,392 offensive wins and 650 defense. Both numbers are very good. But that ratio is only at 27%, so that means that he leans more towards offense. But what's interesting is he only has 165 undersizes, so it doesn't undersize very much and doesn't really take a whole lot of risks on offense. When we compare our rosters, I've got about a 400,000 GP advantage overall, but my opponent has the higher top 80 and top 65. Now that might be a little misleading because something happened between lock-in and our match, and I'll show you that in a second. I've got roughly 30 more Zetas. I also have a slight speed advantage, but nothing really major. We have the exact same amount of Gear 13s, and he's got a couple more Gear 12s. Mod-wise, though, I have a ton more than he does. More than double the total 6-stop mods, and way more mods with high-speed secondaries. On the relic summary, though, you can see my opponent has quite a few more total relic levels, and he's got 3 tier 8 relic characters, along with 13 tier 7 relic characters. So those high relic characters are what's skewing his top 80 and top 65 higher than mine. And then the meta character report. You can see I have my Jedi Master Luke and SLKR. The hotbot shows that my opponent has SLKR also, but also Jedi Master Kenobi. However, he didn't have him at lock. And the way I know that is at the beginning of every single round, right when the first preparation phase opens, I actually scout my entire pod, all 8 characters, and I put them in a little spreadsheet, and I put down what their ally code is, how many lifetime banners they have, their highest finish, and I go into their roster and I click on the little button for GLs and I see what Galactic Legends they have at lock. And at lock, my opponent only had SLKR. So he must have just unlocked Kenobi within the last few days, so it's not something I have to worry about for this match. But if I hadn't done that pre-scouting, I would have been freaking out knowing that I had to account for him. So I highly recommend pre-scouting your whole group if you have the time. For ships, we are both even, although both his capital ships are faster than mine. So let's take a look at his roster, see what there is to see. And when we take a look, you can see he not only has all the squads he needs for Jedi Master Kenobi and SLKR, but he's got Relic 7 Darth Revan and Malak. He's got a Relic 7 Grievous. Basically, he has all the characters you would expect a good player to have, along with all the requirements he needed in order to get his GLs. Nothing here is really lacking, and even when I go back down to the very bottom, he has ignored some of the brand new characters, all the Bad Batch, along with Moff Gideon and Dark Trooper, the Resistance Hero Bros, Chupio. So I would argue that he's missing out on a couple good new characters, but what he has is excellent. So we only have an hour and a half left in the attack phase. I don't believe my opponent's gone yet, so let me show you the board, and we'll probably get to see his attacks while I do mine. So because I had the GL advantage, I decided to try and set a trap for him. Down here on the bottom, I put my gas along with a Bosk squad, Palpatine, and crew. And then in the back, I went ahead and hid my SLKR with Daka and Zombie, along with the other normal back row teams for me, Phasma, Rolo, Newt, Fin Poe. And then up top, we have Shotgun Clones, we have Grievous, Traya on defense this time, and my Hux Red Stormtrooper. And then in the back, I didn't want to get messed up with ships at all, so I just put my Empire and my Rebels again, and I kept both my Get 2 ships for offense. On defense, it's very similar to what I said. There's his Grievous, there's his Hux Red Stormtrooper. We also have a Night Sister squad and a Nuke team. And on the bottom, he put his SLKR right out front, along with his Rolo Cholo squad, Qui-Gon with Ayla and Mace, and then a Phasma team. So as always, we are going to start here down on the bottom. We're going to try and open up the back and see what's there so we can make as good a plan as possible. I will try and use the cheapest counters I can here in front to get through, so I don't get caught out without having teams to clear. We will start with his SLKR. And for that, I have my Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke, and Hermit Yoda. Alright. Now my Luke is faster than SLKR, which is good because that means I can efflux and get ability block on him right from the get-go. So he's not going to do his poke, he's just going to do his swing. I'm going to go ahead and put Master's Training on Luke, and then I'm going to stun them all. Obviously not SLKR. And we'll start calling Jedi Knight Luke in order to kill crew. That was a mistake. I probably should have put that on SLKR. Let's go ahead and call Jedi Master Luke. We're going to get our foresight up. I was hesitating there because he had blind on him, I think, and I didn't want to waste it, but decided to go with it anyway. Now we're just going to focus on Kylo. We're not actually even going to worry about Officer. There we go. We don't need to worry about him. Let's keep calling Luke. One more good hit should do it. From Luke here. There we go. Alright, next up we've got this Rolo Cholo. We will go ahead and see if Ness can't pull off the solo. I've done this a few other times and it usually works fine. Every once in a while it will go south. Idea here is they don't have a ton of single target damage, and so even when Rolo does her big hit like that, it's actually 10 or 11 different individual hits, so it doesn't phase Nest. Nest really only struggles when we get in a situation where somebody has a really big single hit. So we're just gonna keep going here, and we will work down Captain Han since he has the res. And we will let all of our counterattacking do its thing. You can see Leia's big AoE that usually will wreck somebody solo. Doesn't do much of anything to Nest. Let's go with this one. And a big hit. Almost. That. Almost. Keep thinking I'm going to do it. At this point, I'm getting stuck with the heals from Han, but there the heals are gone. I'll take out Leia next, I guess. Big hit. Almost. Alright, and a couple more hits and we will be good. And of course it's taking longer than I thought it would. There we go. Alright, next we have this Qui-Gon, Ayla, and Mace squad, and honestly I wasn't sure what to take here. I'm still not sure if what I'm going to take is a good idea, but I'm going to go after it with my BAM team. Yeah, I'm honestly not exactly sure how to handle it. I've never faced this squad before, and I didn't see a whole lot of anything online to tell me what I should be using. So I was kind of just not worrying about it. They've got Foresight up, Qui-Gon's lead is annoying. It puts foresight up every single time somebody dies and at the beginning of the encounter. So we'll get into Whistling Birds right away. I think I want to take Ayla out first because she stuns on her basic. So that's the plan. Oh, we don't need to do that yet. Let's just go ahead and keep hitting. And the other annoying thing is that Qui-Gon has an assist that will dispel, and Mace has a dispel as well. So annoying in that sense. I think I want to get rid of Qui-Gon next. We're going to hold off on the taunt. Let's go ahead and see if we can stun. We'll get back into Whistling Birds. See if we can't build up more stacks this time. And actually we're going to go ahead and focus on Mace. I think it should kill Qui-Gon by itself. Let's go ahead and heal up. And see if we can't get as many banners back as possible. Looks like I'm going to miss at least one, maybe two. Alright, so I'd say that was a success. Against Phasma and the TIE pilots, I'm going to bring Bastila with the Ahsokas. And all of the extra protection from Basti's lead should mitigate the damage from the AoEs and whatnot that we get from the TIE pilots. And I'm going to go ahead and go after Special Forces because she is the one that has the, or they are the one that has the big AoE. Insta-kill them, stun Phasma. We're going to end up losing on protection. I really like that team, but it was probably a little bit of an overkill. Alright, let's see what he has in the back for me. And not a whole lot. This was kind of an SLKR and Prey strategy, and now I have way too much for offense. So give me a moment, let me figure out what I want to use where, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back and I have figured out my plan. We're going to go a little conservatively because of how weak that back wall was. So let's jump to the top. Basically, I have more offensive teams than I thought I needed. I'd planned out some solos, but now I don't need to take the risk. So we will go against this Grievous with my Jedi Knight Revan. And this Grievous is really modded really well. He's got like 149,000 health or something like that. But with Jedi Knight Revan shouldn't be a problem. I like to go after B1 first in threes. Normally I would go after B2 first always. But in threes, just the ability to stop the healing, I think is worth it. We're going to go ahead and heal up Jedi Knight Revan so that we're not wasting the Savior proc yet. Because I think he's going to get proc. There we go. There's the proc on Savior. And let's go ahead and spread the foresight. Oh, Revan doesn't have it. It's okay. We will just do a basic hit. Take the hit here from Grievous. Now I can work on B2. This is not going to be the greatest banners for sure, but I'm just worried about getting them down in one. Oh, I was hoping for a stun there. We'll go ahead and foresight. He's about to attack. Bring him back. See if we can heal up a little bit. Get some protection back. And there we go. Alright. Next up, we will go after these Night Sisters. And since we have an abundance of characters, we will go with a Vader comp, and we'll pull out Gideon, and we'll put in Watt so that we get the permadeath. Definitely overkill. Not what I would normally use here at all, but like I said, we've got it, so why not? Let's go and fracture zombie. It's not gonna matter. I'm gonna go ahead and merciless. Do that. We will take out, see if we can take out Asajj in one hit, because that way Daka, it will waste her next hit trying to res. Oh, she won't, because I just ability blocked her, so that was dumb. That's okay. We'll heal up the rest of the way and finish it. Next we have Newt. I was going to run my Geos against this Newt, and that was going to be a little scary, but turns out I have my Darth Revan squad that we can use here instead, so we'll just take them. Newt can still do some damage in threes with the extortion, but we're going to basically try not to give him much of a chance. We're going to leave him for last, I think. Or not. Let's just make it so they never get a turn. How about that? So that leaves me this Hux squad. Originally, I was planning on trying to do a Malak solo here, which I am told works well, but I don't need to, and I just use Malak anyway. So we'll go Padme here. Padme's great against Hux lead because she doesn't really rely on turn meter gain, so his leadership is kind of nullified a little bit. We just want to go after red, get him down as quickly as possible. Sun or death? How about death? And now it's just a matter of getting back my protection. Heal up. Spin that up. Do basics with Padme from here on out. Hopefully get our protection back. Take away their advantage. Get Hux. Didn't get the stun. Maybe he can't get stunned when he has that buff. I seem to remember that. Now it's just a matter of trying to work him down. Almost. Well, we're not going to get great banners here. Probably a 51, but through in one is fine. Maybe I should have tried the Malak solo there after all. Alright, let's see what you got in ships for me. Malevolence and Home 1. Okay. Well, we will go ahead and go after that Malevolence with my Negotiator. We'll do our normal comp here. Oh, I forgot to pick up Plo. And I think that should be good. If it's not good enough, then something went horribly wrong, and I'll be cleaning it up regardless. So I like to start off on the Hyena Bomber with my initial hit, and then we'll just work him down as quickly as we possibly can. We got our buff immunity on Sunfact over there, so we can't keep taunting. There goes the Buzz Droids. So here comes Plo. Turn meter. And we will just do our best to work him down as quickly as possible. Get rid of those Buzz Droids. Jedi Plus. That's an interesting thing. We'll go ahead and bring out the bombers. That was his original Vulture droid. And I want to get the Hyena bomber down before he has a chance to do another bombing run on me. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to get the Buzz droids out again. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Oh yeah. And that leaves my Malevolence to go against his Rebels. And once again, I'm just going to bring what I think I need, and if it's not enough, I'll have to clean it up. I am a little surprised my opponent hasn't started attacking yet. We're down to only an hour left in the attack phase. Although, every once in a while, I will go against an opponent where you know, once I've started attacking and he's seen that I've gotten through the hardest part of his defense, they just won't attack. But I don't expect that from this opponent. He's got over 800,000 lifetime banners. That's somebody who plays. So, hopefully, we'll get some attacks here coming soon. Let's go ahead and get Spy out. Oh, I brought the wrong person. I didn't bring Spy. That was unfortunate. That was me bringing out the totally wrong character. That's terrible. Well, that was quite the bummer. So this is going to take a little bit longer, unfortunately. Let's get the target lock off my Hyena bomber and get rid of Biggs. Now on to Phantom. We got the Ghosts out. That was annoying. Lots and lots of ability blocks there. But Ghost is gone. And we can't even bring out my Spy because I have 5 characters on the board. I guess I should be happy with that. It means I haven't lost anybody yet. Let's go ahead and put him. I was debating whether I wanted to save that or not. But there we go. Ooh, and a dodge. Bummer. Okay, well, now we'll bring out Spy. Oh, Soldier. I must have put Spy in the starting lineup. Dang it. I hate when that happens. Because I'd much rather have Spy as a reinforcement. Oh well. So this is not going to be great banners. Totally my fault. Putting the wrong tune out there to begin with. Oh no. My first reinforcement was Spy. I'm looking at it now. I don't know why I didn't get the double taunt. That's weird. And it resulted in bad banners too, so that's a bummer. Alright, let's jump over to the bottom. Yeah, still no attacks from him. Alright, Wedge and Biggs meet Han and Chewie. And I'm not even going to bring my own Wedge. We're just going to go with these two. I think I should be able to get them all down before they take a turn. Let's go ahead and take Biggs out first. And then we'll go after Leia and Wedge. Alright, next we will go after the boss squad. They've got CAD on there. So we will go with our JTR. I'm going to leave a bunch of teams on the bench this round, but that's okay. I'd rather clear nice and easy rather than, you know, get stuck. And frankly, again, if he would have unlocked Kenobi before this round, this would be a much different match, for sure. Let's go ahead and wave down on Bosk again. We'll wiggle. I'd like to be able to get to Illuminated Destiny and get a little bit of protection back. I think I may have lost on BB-8. Actually, I think I'm full. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's try and end this as quickly as possible. Keep waving down Bosk. Keep stunning CAD. This should finish him off. Alright, now we've lost the gold protection for sure. Let's do basics until we can get Illuminated Destiny. Stall ourselves out a little bit. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I think I might kill him here on my next... Yeah, bummer. Alright, on this Tarkin team, we will go with Geos. Seems good enough. We are just gonna focus TIE Pilot. That's their damage. And he's gone. I figured even if Royal Guard taunted, we'd be able to get through him fairly simply, and otherwise I could dispel the taunt anyway. Which brings us to this Night Sister squad. But the only res mechanic they have is Talzin, so we'll bring CLS in with Chupio for the AoE, so we don't get cheesed out with Acolyte. But Acolyte without Zombie isn't really a cheese team, to be honest, because as soon as you kill everybody else, then you just get to attack her. So and that brings us to Karth. And for Karth, I've got Kylo. So we will go ahead and end on a solo. Alright, so that wraps it up for me. I ended up with a 29.96. That is one of my higher scores in 3v3, although not quite what I got last time. He's got 49 minutes to see if he can beat me. I'll come back at the end of the attack phase and let you know if he attacked or not. I'll see you then. Alright, as you can see, we are into the next round. Let's see if my opponent ever came back to attack. And we got the win, which I was expecting, but did he attack? And he did. Let's see what he was able to accomplish. He started really, really late. He left it really late. I wasn't sure if he'd have time even, so let's see if he one-shot everything. One-shot everything down here. Up top. Took 2 to get through Shot Clones. Took 2 to get through Traya. Even though they're all Gear 12, people underestimate them often, and they get a surprising number of holds. I think he ran out of time, because there's no reason why he shouldn't have... Oh, actually Empire got a hold. Very nice. So that is excellent. And then in the back, it looks like my trap worked. Yeah, he didn't even give SLKR a try. And Fin Po got a hold. Wow, that is surprising too. So, our final is 29.96 to 23.18. I want to say thank you, Acrux Lightning Dream, for the match. Thank you for setting a defense and participating. I definitely spent a lot of time planning for this match, so I appreciate that. And I want to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you again in next round.